Amanda.
And I'm Bella.
And welcome back to the Sexy
and Unsupervised
podcast. Bro, I got nervous.
I forgot how to do it.
I'm about to have nervous pee.
I already have to pee.
No, I have to. Never mind. Okay, so, hi.
Hello.
Hey, people.
Hey, people.
Okay, so.
Yes, gay Shawn Mendes.
Is Shawn Mendes? Okay, that's.
No, I don't know.
Hold on, let's not. Okay. Anyways. So, hi.
Okay. So, you guys.
So, listen.
You guys don't know this, but we have not filmed a new video in like a month?
Yeah, it's been about a month.
We have had lots of pre-filmed videos that we've just been posting.
Because we went on trips.
Which
we're going to dive into.
We've been hopping around. We've been like doing our thing.
Yeah.
Meeting people.
We've been whipping
going to
this
places.
Yep.
One would say. Okay, we're getting pulled in so many different directions. Everyone wanted a little piece of us.
Everyone want a piece of this damn cake. They see this cake. They said, I want to take a bite of that. Oh my God, chill the fuck out. Hold on, I'm just one singular person. Can you chill? Can you chill? Unless I want you. Can you chill? Anyways, so we had a whole bunch of shit pre-filmed. Yeah. That means we haven't been in the studio for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think it was all God's plan by Drake. Because God's plan.
She's in love with who I am.
Back in high school, I used to wait.
To the
that's
dance.
sicko. Wait. That is not God's plan. Anyways, okay. Speaking of Travis Scott, we're gonna get into that. Yeah. Okay. So we hadn't been in the studio, right? Yeah. And then we did take we took a trip together. Yeah. We're gonna get into that. I took a trip alone. We took some time apart for a little bit, like a couple days, about 24 hours. And so we've kind of just been like thinking.
We're breaking up.
Yeah. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. We were considering it though. No, but we took some time and we started to realize like our lives are very different.
Yeah, we've been talking with a lot of people, like getting people's opinions about things.
Yeah.
And we're just different people now than we were a few months ago, which is so crazy.
No, from when we started this podcast in January and now we're literally in July, mind you. Yeah. In July, 7 months.
About half the month.
Yeah,
or half the
year. About half the year later. And it's like we are totally fucking different people. Like we talked about our 75 hard journey. Yep. Like now we're super into our fitness, into our lifestyle. We go to like wellness movements now. We don't drink as much. We turn down going to the club, which means
we didn't drink on the 4th of July.
What the fuck?
The last time I didn't drink on the 4th of July was probably when I was like 14 years old. Like literally maybe 15.
So our lives are just in a completely different spot. And so when we were talking about, filming this next episode of the podcast, we're just like, what are we going to talk about? And also moving forward in the future, like what are the episodes going to start to look like? And so we kind of got a little bit in our heads and we're like, what do we want to do? Like we were like, should we not even do the podcast? And we're like, no. That's not even an option because the sexies rely on us.
People love us. People love us.
But it was the devil in our brains. It was the devil in our brains.
Because still, even though like we haven't filmed a new video in so long, people can't tell.
No.
And we just had people come up to us last Run Club, like talking about our podcast. Saying our podcast is coming up on their feed
all the time.
So
all the time.
Like, we can't just stop. Like the people need us.
No. So I think what we're kind of thinking is to pivot a little bit and like we're probably not going to have as many drunken crazy stories.
Yeah, we don't have that many crazy stories.
But we do have some
fun stories.
We do have some drunken stories actually to tell. So maybe we should just shut the fuck up and stop
lying. Get to the fucking point.
No, but all in all this to say, this has been a crazy journey.
Yeah, and you guys are coming along with us. You guys are seeing us grow and
evolve, and we want our audience to be a part of that in the sense that like you guys are probably growing as people. Like our consistent viewers, maybe the 7 constant viewers, are also probably growing and evolving. And it's like it's crazy to go from being a person that would go to the club every weekend,
3 times a week,
drink all the time, eat super bad, whatever, to then fitness, to then church, to religion, faith,
like
good friendships,
completely changing our mindset about so many things that we were so used to.
Yeah.
it's been so insane. Making completely new friends.
Yeah.
Like different relationships.
Lifestyle changes.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
so,
even just like how we view friendships and relationships has like completely changed.
It's so fucking different. But I think there has been one huge major change in my life that we need to talk about, that we need to get into, and like
big changes.
Big mega change. And we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna dissect it as much as we can. But at the beginning of June.
Yeah.
So you guys know what I did for work. I was an assistant.
We've talked about it.
I was working in the spicy industry as a manager, and I was like managing spicy creators, and I was doing that for about 4 years. That's obviously where we met. We did talk about that on an episode. Yeah. And I was like, we're going to dive more into it, but we're still in it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not in it anymore. I fully quit my job at the beginning of June.
Yep.
And the reason that I quit my job is because I felt that it no longer aligned with who I was as a person, because I have been very much diving into my faith and my relationship. Why the fuck are you laughing over there? Why the... Do I pay him to laugh? That's the devil. Oh my God, Jack.
Oh, I didn't realize we paid you to laugh and giggle behind the camera.
So Jack's laughing and okay, anyways. So what the now you just really thought me off. Wow, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
I don't even want to talk to
get
a
over
guy
here.
whose
Get over here. I'm about to throw hands.
Like,
I'm about to throw hands. Okay, anyways. Go ahead and turn that part down. Headphone warning. So and Jack knows that because he been seeing me at the church. He been seeing me. I've been talking about it. He want to act like he don't know what he don't know.
He's all of a sudden so surprised.
Oh, all of a sudden, you go to church. Okay.
Shut up.
So I have been very much in my relationship with God, which has gotten me to where I am today. And also speaking on religion and my relationship with God and faith is not something that I necessarily have felt comfortable with talking about on social media and stuff, which has been kind of crazy because I feel like people are very judgmental. We have our own stories about how people have come to us to tell us that we're not, religious enough, or our relationship with God is not real or like whatever. But that's a whole conversation for another day. But it's like your relationship with God is your relationship, and it does not matter what anybody else says. And that's on, what's the word where it's like, isn't there like a word for like judging other people based on their relationship with God? I feel like there is a word, but I don't know what it is.
Well, yeah, just everyone's on their own journey, and you can't be self-righteous.
Self-righteous,
like,
exactly.
The only person that can judge you is God.
Exactly.
Truly. Like, we can hold each other accountable, but at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter what.
Exactly.
You have no right to judge me.
Anyways, so because I got so into my relationship with God, and I was feeling very good because now I feel like I'm being guided and put on the right path, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to believe in it, whatever, but that's my situation. And so sex work and God and it doesn't really go hand in hand. And so little by little, I just felt like this was not.
She's being convicted.
I was. And like, it wasn't aligning with who I was. And it's crazy because, and I'm going to be really real with you guys, I was making a lot of money. Like I was making over $10,000 a month doing this. And I was very excited about it in a good. I was more than stable. I was financially comfortable to where I could do whatever I was about to buy a fucking Tesla. Like I was buying. You guys saw me showing off my fucking Ferragamo sunglasses. Like I was my Dior ring. Like I was buying luxury items. I was thinking about buying a luxury car
for the first time in your life,
and I felt like so like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm making so much money, but it did not fill the void or satisfy me as a person, because every single day I was waking up in the morning dreading my life. Like it didn't matter how much money I had. I just did not like the position that I was in. I was stressed every single day, under pressure. I was working with somebody that was extremely toxic in my life and it would bring me down. I was having mental breakdowns every single day.
Like 3 times
the
a day.
last week of work, I felt like I could not, like I felt like I was floating every single day. What?
Before I got let go,
I
was gonna get a Tesla.
What? Before you got let go, you were gonna get a Tesla.
Yeah,
you did. You were gonna get a Cybertruck.
Well, no, that was from the business. But I was gonna buy my own, and I mean like.
So it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk the devil.
No.
Oh, okay, no.
No, I just think that the universe didn't let us.
Yeah.
Because I tried to get it, and
yeah.
it did not work.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's actually so
weird. Guess what?
What?
Right after I got let go, my credit shot up, and that's all I needed to get the car.
Damn.
Like right after.
After he got let go, his credit shot up, and so then that's what he needed to get the car. But it was like a sign from a sign from God. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You need to start going to church. What?
Our Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior. Oh, Jack, we're starting to rub off on him. That's why we talk about these things.
Whoa, rub off.
Whoa. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I, the week before, like I decided to quit, I was just struggling so bad. Like I just panic attacks, anxiety. I just couldn't handle it. There was so much going on in the job itself that was just so disgusting to me because it was in the industry of sex work that it was like, I can't, like I physically could not do it anymore. And so we went to church on a Sunday, and on that Sunday when we were at church and we were worshiping, I fully felt like this visceral reaction of like, I was standing up worshiping and like, I literally fell in my chair and I just started bawling my eyes out. And like, I closed my eyes and like, a lot of the times I can visualize like, just feeling like I'm there in the room with Jesus and it's just like me and Jesus. And I'm being like super fucking real right now. And that's crazy.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't.
And this is kind of where the pivot comes is like, we want to be authentic and share our testimonies and like share our stories. That is
who we are.
That is who we are. And I feel like we weren't necessarily sharing a lot of that before.
No.
And it felt inauthentic. And I don't know who this can help, if it helps one person or whatever. But if you're in a situation where you feel like you're being called to leave, then leave. So then that day I was like, I decided that Sunday that I was no longer going to be doing that. And I felt at peace. I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel nervous. And I felt like I was going to be provided for and taken care of, and God's provision was going to be there for me in this journey of honoring myself and my relationship with him, because sex work and God do not align, but also I didn't deserve that. What was happening in this job, I did not deserve. And so the next day, I had a meeting with my boss already set, which is the craziest part. There was already a meeting. And so then I went to the meeting and I sat down and he was like talking all this bullshit and whatever. And then all of a sudden he goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No." And I just like shook my head.
Now that you mention it.
No. And so I just straight up was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And like, whatever. And like the type of person that he is, like, it just was like it was fine. Like he was like, okay, like whatever. But like he was asking me like crazy questions. Like, are you going to sue me? Are you out to get me? Like all this crazy stuff. And right then and there, I was like, this is why I needed to leave, because I do not need to be involved in a place where you are worried about that.
Where your boss is like so
paranoid.
Yeah, paranoid
all
about
the time.
Certain things
like lawsuits and blah, blah, blah. And so when you're speaking that stuff, it's like, I have a very, like in my life, I have big dreams essentially. And it's like, I cannot have any of this follow me, because one, that does not involve me. The things that were happening in this job I was being dragged into, that did not involve me in any way, shape, or form. And so I was like, I can't do this anymore. Anyway, so I quit and I felt amazing afterwards. And after I quit, I went and I sat at fucking Tempe Town Lake. And I just like sat there, and it was the first time where I felt like I could just breathe. Like it was the first time where I felt like I could actually think for once. And like, I had no stress. I had no panic, anxiety, pressure, or anything. And like, that was what I was desiring. And that's what I feel like is God's provision and also God's glory. And after that, obviously I didn't know how I was going to figure it out these next couple months, but luckily with all that damn money I was making, I had some saved up. And so then we went to San Diego and my family was there. And I just thought it was so crazy that my family was in town that same week that I quit. So then I could be with them actually enjoy time with them because I see my family like 2 times a year.
Yeah.
Literally. And so we had a fun ass time in San Diego. Bella came, she met my family.
My first time in San Diego, my first time meeting Miranda's family.
And we just like enjoyed ourselves and it was so good. And so I made this really big life change. And like it hasn't, I don't want to glorify it in the sense of like, oh, it's so perfect, like quit your job, whatever. It hasn't necessarily been easy because I have a lot of challenging thoughts. And also I feel like because I made this big decision, the devil be at work in my life and he's trying to test me.
Yeah.
But I have remained steadfast in my faith and that has provided for me. And I can't be more grateful that I have a relationship with God and that he continues to show me his unfailing love. And it's beautiful. I've seen a lot of also like content creators and influencers that also talk about God. And I think in this generation of people, specifically probably like Gen Z, we are turning to God.
There is a Jesus revival happening.
There's a Jesus revival.
It is.
It's the highest percentage of young people that are turning to Jesus. And the church that we specifically go to is so many young people. Yeah. And we go to these groups on Thursday and it's all young people. Yeah. Like it's for college age students. Yeah. I mean, I'm 27, but I still be pulling up and it do help. But it is just a room full of young people that want to just live in the glory of God and have a relationship with God. And like, it's so powerful and it's so amazing. And so that is my testimony. And obviously it's still happening. We're still working through it.
Let me tell you, following Jesus is not easy.
Following Jesus is not easy, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And at times when things are going well, you're able to be more grateful. And I mean, we've been shown God's love. I mean, even just in fun things, like we praise Jesus for getting us into concerts that we didn't think we were going to get into. Or like he provides for you in so many different ways. And we've never been let down, obviously, like financially and stuff like that. Like he's never let us down. Like we've been able to figure things out and like we're here right now. And it's just been fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So that's where we are at. I currently am unemployed.
Yeah, I'm barely employed. Literally barely.
Yeah, but let's talk a little bit about our San Diego trip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that was so long ago.
Well, it kind of was.
Like, yeah, it kind of was.
It really was. It was like, what, 4 weeks ago or something? I think it was at the beginning of June, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was literally that first week of June 8th, we were there. And why? So we went to San Diego. Coincidentally, Jack also had a trip planned in San Diego. So we go to San Diego and he's there. So we meet up with Jack and we just had a ball.
Yeah,
like,
we went to the beach.
Yeah. It was so cold though.
It was cold.
It was kind of annoying.
We did some runs in San Diego.
That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Best friends ever.
It was cloudy. I don't like the clouds.
It was June gloom.
But like the weather was nice. Like the not dry, like oceany air felt so good in our lungs.
Salt in our hair.
Salt in our hair, sand in our toes.
Yes.
Do you guys like Jonathan Bailey?
I don't know.
Yeah, the guy from Wicked.
You see his dick?
What? Another? What is this? What is this? Oh my God, what is this? Wait, what?
Bro's got a banger right there. See that thing?
Oh my God. Jonathan Bailey penis.
Is that real?
Well, it's not. It's just in his pants.
Oh.
Why are you so Jack
you
always be
love
showing us
looking at
guys'
people.
wieners on this podcast.
PPs.
He's obsessed with them. I wonder if he likes guys.
I want to be freaky.
Anyways.
So yeah, we went to San Diego. We drove. And the first day we kind of we dropped,
What?
We went straight to your parents' house.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we went straight to see her parents.
I
and
saw
we
my
hung
mom.
out with them. Oh yeah.
My mom was in the hospital, but she good now.
She's good.
She had a kidney stone.
She's good, you guys.
She's good.
So yeah, we ended up just like hanging out with her parents all day.
Yeah. My parents were being so silly.
They were being so
my dad was like telling Bella like childhood stories
so
about
funny.
me. I was like,
you're like, okay, calm down.
Enough.
Dad, calm down.
But then when we were in San Diego, we ended up getting tickets to go see Shipwreck, who was also in San Diego. Okay. So then my best friend from middle school, which I think we've talked about her on the podcast, but Larissa comes down because she lives in Orange County. She comes and we all go to Shipwreck together. But this was like, Larissa had just finished, She works as a teacher. She's like a second grade teacher. So she had just finished school. We were in town.
She was stressed out.
She was stressed. And we're like, okay, we're gonna, like, we bought this big ass bottle of vodka and we're like, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So we did get us talking about how we're not gonna have faded ass stories. Okay. So we all get faded. And we go to this concert, right? And yeah, it's in downtown. And we get there, and it's like relatively early when we get there. So we're at the front
of Shipwreck.
Okay? But it's like the openers.
Because you know us, we love to have barricade, okay? We love to either be backstage or barricade.
Right.
Okay?
And so we're, whatever, just hanging around in the front. And then it starts to get more and more packed. People start pushing, specifically men start pushing to the front. And we're like, okay, why do you want to be so close to a fucking to two guys? Like,
so
what the fuck? So I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't really care.
And I'm like, yes, it's Pride Month, but
whatever. And so, but like at this point, people are elbow shoving.
Like,
and I'm like,
poor Larissa, guys.
Bro.
Okay, because like, I'm tall, but like I'm thinner, so it's like I can most of the time stand my ground, and most of the time I could see over the guys. I could see over the men. So it's like, whatever. But Larissa is literally 4 feet tall.
She's 4 feet and probably weighs like 80 pounds.
Probably.
Yeah.
And this girl is getting...
Larissa is getting...
We're also drunk.
Yes.
And so she's getting fully shoved to the ground.
I kid you not, she fell to the ground.
I'm surprised we didn't get
on 3 different occasions, and I would have to grab her by the arm and pick her back up because I was like, first of all, we ain't getting kicked out. Second of all, get up. Third of all, I'm like, what the fuck? Why are people, I was like, the next day I was like, are you, like, is there bruises on you? Because this girl was getting shoved to the floor. I kid you not. And we were right by like the rope, the barricade, but it was like the rope,
it was like
whatever.
A rope. It was like
and the bitch kept knocking the rope over.
And we had waters. We had waters because we were drunk. We didn't want to like die. So we had waters, and we kept putting our waters on like the stands. And she kept grabbing onto the rope, and they had to clean up the floor 5 times.
And there was a security guard that was like vouching for us.
Oh
I
God,
kept telling him, I was like,
sweet.
Please get us more waters. Like,
he was
we
so
need more
nice.
waters.
He was too nice.
And Larissa would be like, I'm sorry, like, am I too drunk? No, girl.
No, shut up.
You're never too drunk. I was like, it's these fucking men that keep pushing you to the floor. And I was just so pissed.
Guys,
so then
we didn't even make it to Shipwreck.
We didn't make it to Shipwreck.
We were like, this is so bad. And they kept having to leave to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because like one thing about me, I don't like having to go back and forth. But then it got to a point, it was so crowded.
It was like,
I literally was like sardines. I can't stand to be in here anymore. So we were like, let's just go, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So we ended up leaving, going to the bathroom, and like, we were just like wandering around this like nightclub, whatever. I don't even know what we were doing.
No.
The poor security guard, we forced him to like lead us out of the crowd.
He grabs onto Bella's arm. We make a train. He's yanking us through the crowd. He's like, where do you want to go? The one that was giving us the water bottles, where do you want to go? I don't know, out of here, somewhere else.
So nice. People tend to be really nice to us. We always get really lucky.
Yeah. So then I was like really pissed off because we didn't get to see Shipwreck.
No, and the one song we wanted to hear,
we didn't even get to see. And so then the next day, I make a TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm like, happy Pride Month to all the boys I wanted to shove to the front of the crowd to see 2 male DJs, because what are you shoving to the front of the crowd for? Shipwreck comments on my video talking about next time you're backstage.
Thank you, Shipwreck. Thank you for the girls.
Thank you. Actually, thank you for being gay. Thank you for being gay. Happy Pride.
No, because men used to go to war, now they push to the front of the fucking
Men used to go to war, now they listen to Claro and drink matcha.
Like,
man
stop!
up. Man
Stop
up.
doing
I'm
that!
talking about you, Jack Lowinger. Call out. Yeah.
Wait, do we drink a matcha?
What?
Do he be
No, but he listened to Claro. What you listen to Claro for? That's for the girls.
Hey, we did see your Spotify. You do listen to Claro.
Yeah, fucking want to talk about.
He listens to all the music I listen to.
I know. It's like, what? Go listen to fucking Eminem or something.
Girl personified me. Wait, no.
He's written by a female author.
Wait, how do we
Man written by a woman. Literally. Bitch was written by Colleen Hoover. Oh, sorry, Jack. Jack just catching strays on the podcast.
We're clipping that, bro. We're clipping that. No, I can't even be saying anything because I can't say anything until I can run faster than him. or until I run a marathon.
Oh my God.
Faster
So
than him.
Jack, okay. Lore drop really quick.
Lore
Okay.
drop.
So Jack Lowinger, go follow him.
Scottsdale Run Club?
Since he's catching strays on this podcast right now, go give him a follow. But he runs Scottsdale Run Club, which is like a huge run, the biggest run club pretty much here in Arizona.
Yeah, honestly.
And he's super cool. We're friends with him. Him and Mason, who was on this podcast, actually, the CEO of Divinity.
Yes.
And so Jack and Mason, I don't know why the fuck, I guess because you have free will, but honestly, they're fucking
That's what
psycho.
unemployed people be like.
Unemployed people. So they decide to do this last man standing race. And I thought that they just made this shit up. Allegedly, it's a thing. But so they basically challenged each other to outrun each other. And we're not talking a fucking 5K. We're not talking a marathon. These motherfuckers ran 60 miles in one day. They were out at this park for 18 hours.
They ran a 3.2 mile loop every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
And so if they didn't finish it in the hour, then
it was
lost.
disqualified.
But they kept doing it. They finished every 3.2 miles in at least like 30 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So they had 20 minutes to rest before they had to go do it again.
Yeah.
And it was literally started at 5 a.m. Miranda and I were there, 5 a.m. Like
we got there at like 5:05. They had already started.
Yeah, they had already started. They were being for real.
Yeah.
And so everyone was grumpy. Everyone was tired. Like everyone
people
was
were catching
off.
strays. We were fighting
I was
people.
catching strays. Like I was like, damn, like okay.
Yeah.
And so I ran a total of 11 miles that day.
I ran like 10.
Miranda was running in her flip-flops.
I had to support my boy.
We were there I was there like from 5 a.m. till 9 a.m. I went to work, came back, was there from
She went to a whole full 8-hour shift, came back, and they were still running.
And then I ran with them, and then we stayed there until midnight.
Yeah, literally.
They ran from 5 a.m. to midnight.
Okay.
And it was a tie.
Yeah, they ended up tying.
Because they kept going.
Yeah. They're fucking crazy.
They were savage for that. Then the next day, they went and did Run Club.
Like what? By that week. Okay, so then that same week, I ended up going to California with Mason, Cam, and so Mason and Cam are the Divinity boys that were on the podcast, and then Roman, which is like Cam's friend.
Mm-hmm.
Mason literally had to sit in. So Mason has a Subaru, and he had to sit in the back of the Subaru because he could not bend his legs.
Oh my God.
Like 2 days after the last man standing race, me and Mason, we went to go check out this like Restore, like one of those wellness places that have like the cold plunge, the jacuzzis, the saunas, whatever, because we were gonna do like a collab with them. And Mason literally had to pick up his legs to get in the car. I was dying laughing. Like, boy could not walk.
And mind you, nobody forced him to do that.
I literally was like, you guys realize that you don't have to do this,
and I made
right?
a sick ass poster.
Yeah, she made it.
It was actually sick.
Bro, Bella art popping off.
Bella
That's what, talk about your art. Talk about your art.
Whoa, what did I
Talk about what you've been getting into.
I don't know. I guess I've just been trying to get into more my creative freedoms.
They have freedom to do this run stuff. Bella got freedom to do art, okay?
Yeah, so I've been doing that, and then
she's really good at it, guys. If anybody wants to buy her art,
follow
her on Instagram. She need to start posting it up. She need an art Instagram. Please, somebody tell her. Please.
Someone support me.
Yes.
Wait, I'm looking for someone to financially support me.
Hey, who just got paid? I miss you. Hit me up.
I miss you. Hit me up.
So
yeah, I've been doing that. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I made a poster for them.
Yeah, it was cute.
Because I love my boys.
Yeah, we love them. So we've been hanging out with boys a lot. We have like a lot of guy friends now, and it's been like super silly.
Like because I told my mom I've never really had guy friends.
Yeah, same.
Like I've been friends with guys, but like never guys that I felt like I've been comfortable enough to talk about like actual stuff with. Like like how I talk about you with stuff. Like I can actually ask them questions and like get like a normal opinion. Not like girls can't give me a normal opinion. Yeah. But like my girls will glaze me.
Yeah, it's a different type of perspective too.
Yeah, because they don't like to sugarcoat things.
Yeah, like they'll tell you straight up. Like
that outfit's fucking ugly.
Right,
don't
what the
that.
vibe is.
Or like that guy's annoying.
Yeah.
Don't talk to him.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Or like don't ever show Jack the guy that you're crushing on. He will fucking he will shut that shit down right then and there.
oh, he looks gay. Why do you guys like gay guys? Why do
you guys like all gay guys? Blah,
Why do
blah,
you
blah.
guys
I'm like, Jack, this is the guy I met. He's fucking ugly.
Yeah, I'm like,
What?
Jack. I'm like, Jack. If I told Jack, like, oh my God, I'm so in love with this guy, like, he's literally my soul, he'd be like, oh yeah, well, he's fucking ugly. So.
Oh, he probably likes boys, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like, so insane.
So we've been like hanging out with a lot of guys. I don't know. It honestly isn't by choice. It's just happened.
Yeah.
But we've become really close with like the Davini boys.
Yeah.
And so the Davini boys invited us. Have we talked about the trip that I went on to San Diego? No, probably not, huh? Okay, so we go on, they invite us on this trip to San Diego.
Yeah.
And so we're like, cool, we're gonna go. And then like a couple of days before the trip, Bella finds out that she has to work and she's like, I can't go.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if you're not going, like, I'm definitely not going because we travel as a pair. We're a two-woman show. And so, but for some odd reason, I felt like I needed to go on this trip. And I was like, I don't know why. I was like,
and honestly, like, why not?
why not? I had just quit my job and I was like, I love San Diego.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind going back. I didn't have to really pay for anything because we were staying like with somebody else and whatever. And so then I was like, I'm going to go on this trip.
Yeah.
And so I go on this trip and it's me, Mason, Cam, and Cam's friend Roman. And we drive up to San Diego.
Yeah.
And Mason... we drive Mason's car, but Mason's like, I'm not driving because I have to do some work. And
my legs don't work.
And my legs don't work. He get up in the morning, he checking Instagram Reels, don't even know if his legs work.
Like, no.
Anyways, so then Cam was like, well, I'm not driving either because I got to edit. And I was like, I can drive.
You're like, you guys don't worry. I got you guys.
Don't even worry. I can drive
Women in STEM. Women can drive.
Let me get up in this SUV, drive my little boys around.
Yeah.
So I start driving. Within 30 minutes of this drive, we get pulled over. Yeah, my fault. I was speeding. I did go over the speed limit, and I literally sped past the cop, and I saw the cop whip around. I said, oh, guys. I said, Mason back there?
Mason.
Hey, Mason, you might want to look up from your phone. Looks like we're getting pulled
sirens.
over. I said, Mason, where the insurance at? So then the cop pulls us over and he goes,
license and registration.
no, he goes, hey, so Mason's like car has like the big screen and with the like maps on it, like kind of Apple CarPlay. And on the corner of the screen, it said the speed limit. And so the cop goes, you see that little number right there? That's the number you're supposed to be going. You were going this number. That's about 15 miles per hour over. Oh,
Wait,
what?
I thought that was legal.
I thought that was just like a suggestion. Oh, that's what.
I can't round up? Wait, you told me I can't round up? Good thing I'm dyslexic.
So he goes, so why were you speeding? I said.
The speed limit's 50. Yeah, I was going 85.
I said, officer.
I
said, it was a mistake. Oh my God.
God forbid.
I'm just a girl. I
made a mistake.
Please. And so
Forgive me.
I don't know. I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm a woman of color. I was scared he was gonna make me get out this vehicle. Like, honestly, I was like, anything could happen right now. But she
better be in a Slushy Noob's body cam.
Get out of the car. That's fully what I thought was gonna
Yeah.
happen. But he ended up he was very nice.
That's
he
good.
actually told me, just go to driving school.
Yeah.
And then it'll be taken off your record. Perfect. Takes
Easy.
me about 3 weeks to do the driving school. Whatever. Get it done. I just finished it. Anyways, I said, I'm done. I'm not driving this hoe.
Yeah.
Roman takes over. Roman, an angel sent from heaven.
Why wouldn't he be driving? He's a professional driver.
Literally.
Like, what?
So he drives around. He actually ends up driving us around this whole trip.
Oh, perfect.
Roman was a chauffeur. We go and whatever. We do what we got to do. We actually went for like one of their friends' performance. Her name is Squid. Me and Bella call her Squirt.
Well, anything squid, we call squirt. So
Yeah.
squid games, we call squirt games.
Yeah.
When we went to a sushi restaurant, they had fried squid. So we were like, oh my God, they have
Fried
fried
squirt.
squirt.
So Squirt, she's amazing.
And then we were like, oh my God, they fried squid. Oh my God, Squid's leg!
Squid! Oh my God.
They fried Squid's leg.
So we went and watched her show, and it was like at this little venue. So then I got a little drink there. got a little vodka,
a little
soda,
drinky
and we're vibing out. Me and Mason dancing around. Oh, Jack, I touched my microphone. So we get a little drink there. I wish this was a 360 camera and you guys could just
don't have shoes on.
Why are your dogs?
I don't
Your
know.
dogs
I
have
feel
been
like-
out recently.
Yeah, I feel like you never have your dogs out. I feel like you always have shoes on in your house.
Yeah. Okay, it's working. Anyways, so I get a drink at the venue.
Yeah.
And we're all dancing. I'm kind of loosened up, whatever. And so then they're like, hey, let's go to this little bar afterwards. Like there was a lot of people. It was like a big group of people. So we're like, okay, cool. So we go to this little venue. Me and Cam get an espresso martini.
Oh, cute.
So then they're like, we're gonna go to another bar. Go ahead and chug that espresso martini. Oh, you don't gotta tell me twice. Put that hoe down, okay? Yeah. Literally prefacing this podcast saying
This was a month ago.
This is a month ago. Different people. Anyways, okay? So chug the espresso martini. Mason says, I want to go to this bar because they have a pool table. Let's go play pool. I was like, okay, cool. I'm stumbling to this bar, okay? Whatever, it's fine. Yeah. I make everybody jaywalk, bad influence, whatever. We cross the street, get to this bar. We go and they all go to the bathroom, whatever. These details don't matter. Mason books the pool table. And I'm sitting down, Cam and Roman nowhere to be found. So now it's just me and Mason in this bar. And I was like, what the freaky?
Mind you, Miranda FaceTimes me while she's in the bathroom. And
of the first venue, mind you.
Literally first venue, she was already, she was gone. She was like, hey. I was like, hey, what's up? And you were like, no, nothing. I'm having so much fun. Like, this is so cool. This is so fun. Girl bought merch.
I bought merch for Squid.
I was like, okay, have fun, bye.
Yeah. So then it's just me and Mason in this bar now. And so then Mason's like, oh, I'm going to get a beer. You want something? I said, give me a lemon drop shot.
Yeah.
That was the literal worst idea I could have had. So he gets me the lemon drop shot. I'm sitting there. I go, Mason, I think I need to go pull trig in this bathroom right now.
One thing about us, we're not shy.
He was like,
to pull trig.
No. You good, Gur, you good.
No.
You good. Anyways, I was fucked up. And I look at Mason, I go, Mason, do you get drunk? And he's like, no, I never get drunk. No, Mason, yes, you are.
Boys love to say that.
So me and Mason both fucked up in this bar. I don't even know where Cam and Roman are. I get a call from Cam, and he goes, come outside. Okay, Cam, where are you? Oh my God, I miss you.
Get in the car.
Cam fully, what's that one word when they kick you out of a church? Like extort? No, that's the wrong word. Exiles us from this bar. He's like, you're done. I'm stumbling.
He said that he was carrying
Yes,
you.
Cam had to carry me out of the bar. Yeah, I was so embarrassed. And they were like, no, it's fine. Cam said that I was more drunk in San Diego than I was at my birthday.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, okay. So then we get in the car, we go back to the Airbnb. It's this Airbnb with like 15 people, okay? I hear somebody, I get up in the futon, me and Mason share a futon, Cam and Roman share a futon, and I hear this thud. Cam falls off the futon. He gets so pissed off. He's like, I'm gonna go sleep in the car. Gets up, goes and sleeps in the car.
Dramatic.
I was like, what is going on? Then I hear somebody go, hey, we're gonna go smoke a joint and eat carne asada fries outside. Who wanna come? I thought I said me. No, girl. I never got up. I ended up falling straight asleep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know me in a joint. So Not anymore. And so, it was honestly super fun, just like hanging out with guys and whatever.
Yeah.
And they were taking care of me. I felt like the main character, like a little princess treatment type vibe. We went to the beach, we vibed out.
Yeah.
We literally were there for 24 hours and then we drove home.
Yeah.
And it was super silly and fun. I really missed Bella though. I wish she was there. I'm really sad that she wasn't there. It would have even been 10 times more fun. But a little bit, maybe even, I don't know, like it might have been more feral. Yeah, it would have been scary.
I don't know.
Both of us drunk.
It wasn't the time.
It wasn't the moment.
Yeah,
it wasn't the vibe.
out.
It wasn't
That's
the
okay.
moment. So then
Everything happens for a reason.
Excuse me. I always be burping on this damn podcast. Like, what the hell?
But yeah, so Miranda had 2 San Diego weekends in a row.
Yeah.
And guess what?
What?
We're going back
This week.
this weekend.
Woo! Well, we're going to Huntington Beach.
This weekend.
With the Davini boys.
With the Davini boys once again.
So I'm so excited.
And then we, once again, for 24 hours, because we have to come back for a revival.
Revival. We have to tell you.
Because we be working the booth. We be doing interviews.
Yeah.
We dilly-dally.
So
and we have so many friends in Revival.
We're famous out here, you guys, seriously.
Yeah,
Revival is this event where it's like a wellness event and it's like all day from like 7 to like 2, okay?
Yeah.
And they basically have like this schedule where they do like Pilates, like
They
sound
do
baths, there's a pool.
They do like breath work classes.
Yeah, it's like all wellness.
sometimes.
It's super cute, super fun. So they do it every 2 weeks and it's associated with Scottsdale Run Club.
Yeah.
So we're going to California for 24 hours and then the next day is Revival and then we had to be there all day. I also work as a social media now for social media manager for Divinity now.
We're trying to get in our bags.
We're trying to get in our bag?
We're trying to be in our bags.
I don't think you know what that means. Brokey.
We're trying.
Wait.
What?
We might have skipped past something that we need to speak on.
We skimmed over something?
We skimmed over something
What?
from the first San Diego trip. When we were in San Diego, the night that we went to see Shipwreck.
Oh!
And we were pre-gaming, we get a message from none
Get a little text.
other than
Vegas
boy
boy.
with Mark. And do you guys, okay, so you guys know Mike. He has a girl, right? So Mike has blocked me.
Mike has a girl.
Never talked to him since, okay? We're talking to Mark, fucked up. And
Never
I go,
good.
Mark, show me Mike's girl's Instagram. Jack, you don't even know this.
We're very convincing, one could say.
Yeah.
People like to give us what we want, okay? It doesn't take much convincing. People just do whatever we say.
Yeah. So Mark sends us Mike's.
No, he screen shares his phone with us.
Yes.
Shares his phone with us. And he's like, okay, promise you won't follow or anything. We're like,
Yeah.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
We love you. We would
Yeah.
never do that. So he shows us. We literally.
Why do we look like the same person? Why? And why everybody from Canada want to have their Instagrams private? What are you hiding? What are you guys hiding over there? That's why Canada's so freaking quiet.
No, because I don't like quiet people.
I like you to be loud.
Like, I don't know what you guys are hiding, but it's scaring me.
So I was shooketh because I didn't think that this woman was gonna look like I envisioned.
Don't know what I was expecting, like a blonde.
Yes,
a
me
blondie.
too. No.
Like a small blonde.
I was like, okay, I get it. So he probably was
No.
just missing her while they were in Vegas.
Like literally looked just like you. I was like,
I was like, oh. Yeah. So so we did
bro.
see her and
we did peep it, which
it-
we had been wanting for so long.
Yeah.
Like we had been searching.
Yeah. So we peeped her. Now we know what she looks like. Whatever. I hope they're happy. Go ahead. I could say a lot.
Wishing everyone the best.
I really am. In this newfound religion of mine, in this newfound faith, I wish you the best.
Yeah.
I wish you the best, man-child. Man-child. Is it stupid or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. Okay. On the conversation of clubbing and drinking and guys, guess who the fuck we saw at the fucking club in Scottsdale 2 weekends ago? Actually, last weekend. Two people, actually. We had a resurgence. Steven Tyler!
New character!
You're done.
Not new character
You're done.
unlocked,
Steven
but,
Tyler, you're done. We met up with Steven Tyler.
Been since first time
Coachella.
seeing him since Coachella.
All of a sudden wants to invite us out to the clubs, talking about you need to come out. For what reason? No, but we have to keep that connection because he will be taking us to Revolve Fest next year. So we meet up with Steven Tyler and we go to the club last weekend, right? You guys, why are we at the club? We swore we weren't gonna drink. I was already about 7 shots deep, fucked up. I go to my Instagram. Guess who posted? None other than Sam Terry.
Which we have talked about. We have talked about him here before.
We talked about Sam Terry. He was at Cake in Scottsdale with Vanderpump Villa. They were having like one of those fucking, what are they, like appearances? Club appearances. So Sam Terry was there with Vanderpump Villa. And I was like, oh my God, Sam Terry. What? Oh. Sam Terry here. We have to go see him. Mind you, Bella thinks this is a parasocial relationship, okay? She thinks that I don't know this guy. No, I fully know.
Like, I was not expecting to happen what happened. Because, like, okay, Miranda and I feel like, not like we're well known in, like, Scottsdale, but we know a lot of the security guards and, like, we know how to get around in Scottsdale, okay? So we were like, okay, sorry, Steven, we're leaving you. Like, bye.
Yeah.
Because we were not waiting those lines. So we skipped the line, go to the front. We're like, here's our IDs, lettuce and cake. So we go in and immediately security guard or like bouncers like, do you guys want a table? We're like, yes, please. Because we didn't know where they were sitting. So he brings us to a table and Miranda goes, do you know where these guys are sitting? He goes, oh yeah, right here.
He goes, yeah, right here, but wait here like 20 minutes. Because I think he wanted us to like, because he knew that we were sickening and cool. So he wanted us to stay at this table to light this table up. I said, no, babe, I need to be at the fucking.
So Miranda leaves.
What is it? I need to be at the Hulu table.
Yeah. So Miranda leaves the table. I'm standing there. Miranda's like, just wait here. So she goes up to him. I don't even know what happened.
I literally go up to him and I go, Sam. Turns around and he goes, oh my God, Miranda, what are you doing here? And I was like, I live here.
Bitch, I own this
Bitch,
club.
I own this row. I own this street.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, like, is this like a typical Saturday night for you? No, babe.
No, babe.
No, you're lucky I'm out here tonight. Actually, that's crazy that I was out.
He was lucky because we weren't going to go out.
We weren't, no. And so he was like, come here now. Gets me on the table. He goes, whatever you want. What do you want? Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sam, oh my God. Mind you, I had the fattest crush on Sam Terry's twin brother. He's gay. If I can't get it his twin brother, I might as well get it Sam, right? No. We sit there. Sam,
oh my God.
By the time.
First of all, so nice.
Oh my God, he's a
so
sweetie.
nice. Everyone at that table was
I almost
really
started crying, rekindling with him because I was like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I haven't seen this man since high school. We're about to have our 10-year reunion next year. So it's been literally 10 years since I've seen this man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just so happy for you. Like, you look great. I've been, watching your stuff or whatever. Like, I'm just so happy for you. Like, childhood fucking friend, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, have whatever you want. So we're sitting at this table talking to all the cast members of fucking Vanderpump Villa.
Yeah.
And so then I'm thinking, I'm about to slide
I'm about to
slide into Sam. Bro.
We look over. Macking on another girl. Macking, bro, hardcore.
Bro, I said.
Miranda was like, let's leave.
Immediately
she was like, let's go.
Should I share this really crazy information? Should I share this?
Bitch is like Brick from that one TV show.
Wait, what?
Where he like repeats stuff under his breath. My sister used to do that.
Should I share this? So I look over. We are already drunk by the time that we get to cake.
Miranda and I are the only girls at the table for like a minute.
Yes.
Like, we were like talking to everyone and then they started like bringing like other girls like to the table.
Right. We had pre-gamed at Mother Tucker's and that Mother Tucker's is going to get us right.
Oh my gosh, she's so insane.
I said, I am not going to drink a lot tonight because we have Scottsdale Run Club tomorrow and that was my excuse, right? Sam Terry said, here, get whatever you want. I said, no, Sam. We're done drinking. I'm already drunk. He said, it's free alcohol. Oh my God, God forbid I'm a binge drinker and already under the influence.
I'm broke.
He gives us tequila. Oh my God, worst mistake because we were drinking vodka all night. You want to give us tequila?
You guys, no, I can't drink tequila.
I am going to be.
Miranda, every time tequila's brought out, don't give Bella tequila.
Don't give Bella. No, we were given tequila. Tequila. So then when I peep that Sam Terry is macking on, I can't believe I'm sharing this in my newfound faith. Mind you, this happened last weekend.
Hey, we're going to admit
this is the devil. The alcohol is the devil. This is why we don't drink. But sometimes it happens. I've repented, whatever.
Yeah.
Sam Terry's making out with another woman. I'm talking to another guy. I look at him and I go, do you want to make out? Because Sam Terry was making out with another girl. So I wanted Sam Terry to look over and see that I was making out with another guy.
With his friend.
With his friend.
His friend.
So then, boom, shakalaka, yes, Lord. I make out with the guy for actually no reason at all. It didn't do anything for Sam Terry. He literally could give less of a fuck. I don't even think he follows me on Instagram, mind you.
Hey, that's okay. He knows you.
And I said, I need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So we leave that club.
We did.
But I was feeling happy, whatever. I was like, I'm glad that we saw him. It was a fun interaction, whatever. We go meet Steven Tyler pissed off at us because we left him. But
a girl's gonna do what a girl's gonna do.
He ends up coming into Cake. Steven Tyler waits in the line, gets into Cake.
We leave.
No, he comes behind our booth. I give him my tequila drink. I'm like, here, this will make up for it. Drink this.
Oh, yeah.
Steven Tyler then grabs my face and starts kissing me. I said, this is the devil. That wasn't my friend last night. That was the devil. So now I'm kissing on Steven Tyler in front of Sam Terry. And I
Lord.
wish I didn't. Okay.
And then after we got pizza.
We got pizza and we're sitting in the pizza shop and a man walks in with a fucking anaconda around his neck.
And I was gonna ask if I could hold it, but I didn't want to pay for it.
You asked him and he goes, it's $10.
No, I'm not paying to hold a damn snake. I'll go to PetSmart and do it for free.
Bitch, what the snake paying rent?
Wait, that part. Wait, no, because that part.
But there was like so many snakes out that night, and I have a phobia of snakes, and so I was just like so disgusted with all of the fucking snakes out that night. I was like, why the fuck is there so many snakes? Yes, that's why I don't drink. Then I make out with Steven Tyler and fucking cast members of Vanderpump Villa just to get to another guy. That's the devil. That's the devil. Demonic energy. Enough. So I'm done.
Yeah, so... And then also, so then the next day we went to Run Club anyways, and I was so dehydrated. I had to walk the last 2 miles, felt like actual ass cheeks. And so then after that, I was like, I'm never drinking before Run Club ever again, which is why we did not drink on the 4th of July.
Circling it back, why we didn't.
And guess what? Today at Run Club, perfectly fine. Ran all 3 miles.
Yeah, we did actually. Yep. And then the last mile, it was so cute. I have to share this cute little tidbit. It was there. Okay, so like we ended up just kind of like chilling, vibing, just a little jog at the end, the last mile. And then there was like this group of girls that were like also like doing the same thing, but they were tired. And I said, girls, unite.
Together.
Who run the world. And so we were all at the stoplight waiting for the stoplight to turn.
We got stuck at that stoplight for a long time. But low-key fuck with that
And I turned around and I said, everybody say what you're grateful for. And so we just had this like little girly moment.
And then we all ran.
We finished
and we saw a car that was on fire basically.
Yeah, we did see that. Yeah.
And then we had a pretty chill day today.
Yeah, and it was pretty chill. And so my breathing has been really good because one day we went to the church group on Thursdays where it's like the young adults, and then they started talking about addictions. And so they made everybody stand up that was addicted to weed. And then they said, we're gonna pray for you so you can stop being addicted to weed. And ever since then I haven't smoked.
Yeah.
I'm done with weed because it's the devil, and so is drinking and making out with people in front of Sam Terry. So this my testimony.
Hey.
If you're 13.
If you're 12 years old. Well, I'm showing them what they can be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of people liking 12-year-olds.
What?
Brooke Schofield marrying a predator ? Yeah, we're just using that for clickbait. I don't really want to get into it. Brooke Schofield on some kind of crazy shit right now.
Honestly, I've been very in my not judging people.
No, yeah,
era.
That's why I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, because I'm just like,
because also I'm not marrying him, so why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
That's my thing. Is everybody is so fucking
and
ball and chain.
Nobody wants to focus on their own shit. That's why they want to focus on other people's stuff because they feel bad about themselves. But how about let me see you go run 3 miles?
Wait. What?
No, that's what people need to do instead of hating on other people.
Yeah.
They need to go do something productive.
Yeah. So
and the phone is the devil too. Everyone get off your phones.
And Bonnie Blue's the devil too.
Oh, she's a succubus.
She's crazy. You know Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, I don't know about.
You like her, huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's
what?
fake?
I think it's fake.
I don't know.
It's working.
I mean,
no proof.
There is proof. You got to purchase it to watch it.
So you mean to tell me that everyone else's nudes come linked, but this girl's magically can't?
That's true. Have you?
I don't know.
Well, try to look it up on Reddit. Try looking it up on Reddit.
It would be on Twitter. If it was real.
You want to see it so bad. Yeah, I guess. So, we've done a 3.
I hope for the world it's not real.
Yeah. So we've done a little bit of a 180. We're trying to be better people. Obviously, we do kind of have some slip ups, but that's the Lord's forgiveness and we can repent. Worldly desires sometimes get to us. But because of that, we're trying not to drink anymore.
Yeah.
And we want to pivot this podcast. So we want to start having some guests on here. Woo! So I think we're going to have a guest next episode and it's going to be really super fun. Yeah. And we're going to talk about fun stuff. So please, if you're watching this, subscribe.
Please.
And give us a like. And everything's going to be amazing and fun. And if you love Jesus, comment down below, I love Jesus.
And say amen.
And we love you guys so much.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
I'm fucking obsessed with you. Feels like I'm flying straight on home to you. On the night.